Good morning, America! DJ Wonder Chrissy, it is Wednesday, March 20th. We got a great show scheduled for you today as we open with We're All Crazy in Chicago. Pretty much, we're going to take you to New York City and AOC's district and see what's happening there. It's coming to Chicago this summer. Guaranteed, folks. You're going to see this in Chicago. Good morning to ya. It's 32 degrees here and the sun is trying to come out. Yes, we are all crazy in Chicago. Welcome to the show. Let's get going. Yesterday was election day. Chicago had, I think I heard 20% turnout, just 20%. In the mayor election, they had 38, so it's down, folks. But it appears the mansion tax is on its deathbed. And the tax that they were floating for my city was defeated 70-30 majorly. But I'm sure they're going to come up another way to raise money. They're just going to have to work a little bit harder, or just add it on to our real estate tax, as I think they'll probably be doing. So no taxation without representation, folks. That's the way it works in the United States. So certainly was plenty of opportunities to increase the taxes around here for some reason. Stay out of Illinois. If you like your money, stay out of Illinois. My God, they'll just take it from you. All right, so let's look at what's coming to Chicago this summer. I'm guaranteeing you this. This is AOC's district, I believe the Bronx, and people are they say it's just gone into a pisser in the last, since last year. The immigrants have taken over, and it's crazy. So let's see what's going on there.
Showing migrants here in New York City taking over the sidewalks to sell clothing and much more. The unauthorized flea market setting. And
I think about that. I heard that some of this stuff is either the stuff that they're selling on the street here without a legal license. Some of it is potentially stolen, and some of it's coming out of donation bins. They're just taking it out of donation bins, quote unquote, stealing it out of donation bins and selling it on the street.
Up shop in Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's district. Well, our next guest says it makes Queens look like a third world country, which is why he is.
Did you hear that? New York City, parts of New York City are going to be looking like a third world country. What do you think Chicago's going to look like, folks? It's coming to Chicago this summer, believe me.
Decided to launch a bid for local government. Ramses Frias is running for the New York State Assembly. He joins us right now. Ramses, good to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How'd that happen?
Basically started over last summer when we let in all these migrants into our area. And they just came with this influx of people that needed to make money, and they started selling these goods along our streets.
Well, and so
I don't know if he mentions it here, but I heard in one clip that some of these migrants are selling alcohol on the streets. They're also selling food. Maybe you'll see some where they got like food vendors too. So if you certainly want to get sick, try some of the food that they're selling.
The problem is, you've got all the people who are now essentially vendors, but there are only so many sidewalks where you can be a vendor.
Right.
And now there are other problems in your neighborhood. Prostitution is super bad now, and also you've got crime.
Yeah, so we've become sort of this epicenter of crime and prostitution and illegal street vending. It's taken over many streets. It goes all the way from Corona through Elmhurst and into Jackson Heights. These are three neighboring neighborhoods that are really being hit hard with these problems.
Okay, AOC sent Fox News a statement, and she says, regarding the video, what we are seeing here is a result of anti-immigrant policies that deny immigrants proper work permits and vending licenses and drive them into the shadows of undignified conditions. This is just one way of many that anti-immigrant policies hurt.
She's blaming it on the GOP here for and the laws. I mean, the law says you're not allowed to have a work permit for a certain period of time. So she's saying that we need to circumvent the laws, I guess.
All of us. Paths to citizenship and work documentation can solve this problem, but Republicans would rather block so they can film people in their worst moments for views. What do you say to that?
So what are they trying to do to change it? There's no team coming out and speaking to these vendors, speaking to the prostitutes that are in these situations. Where's the help? Are you trying to put something together to inform everybody and educate them on the outlets and avenues that they can actually take to become a better person out here and coincide and coexist with the residents?
You told me earlier, it doesn't appear that she is doing what she's supposed to be doing for your neighborhood.
Never does. I've never even seen her in the neighborhood. She doesn't campaign there. She's never set foot there. I've never seen her on Roosevelt Avenue. This is a few blocks off of from where I literally live. I live and breathe this every single day, and I see this every single day.
Well, there are people from her office who watch this program. Are you...
Look at the piles of clothes that these people have commandeered from most likely donation bins. Look at it. Holy cow.
Willing to give her a tour to show her...
Look at that. How do they move this stuff around every day? Do they have like a truck or something? My gosh, look at it. It just keeps going.
For this right there.
I would gladly give her a tour. I would walk her through everything, let her see exactly how it is and how it's affecting the quality of life for everybody that lives there.
You've got a website if they'd like to contact you.
That's right. You can go to ramses4newyork.com, and you can also follow me on social media at ramses.frias39 on Instagram, and I'm also on Twitter with Ramses4Queens QNS. And on Twitter. So thank you very much for your time here.
You're all over social media.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for telling your story.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.
So there you go. There you go. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. I'm not sure what to say about that. That's coming to Chicago, folks. It is coming to Chicago this summer. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's probably coming to Chicago this summer. You're gonna see it happening in the streets of some of the neighborhoods of Chicago. Get ready. Get ready, folks. It's coming. It's coming. Maybe we'll take another look here. Let me see if I can find you guys another video here. That's a long one. Let's see if we can get let's see here. Let's look at this one.
I'll show you a neighborhood that is represented by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. That's it. That's New York City. That's AOC represents that area. Look, kind of third world, doesn't it? Ashley, what are the residents saying?
Yeah. They are not happy, as you can imagine. We're talking about the neighborhoods of Corona, Jackson Heights, and Elmhurst is in northwest Queens, all in AOC's district. Residents there complained that the area is basically, as you say, descended into a large third world flea market with migrants blocking sidewalks, selling food.
If you like the flea market, head to the Bronx, folks.
That is represented by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. That's it. That's New York City. That's AOC represents that area.
Get yourself a deal on some clothes. I don't know if it'll have I Love New York City on it, but definitely get your wardrobe updated for pennies on the dollar.
Jackson Heights and Elmhurst is in northwest Queens, all in AOC's district. Residents there complained that the area is basically, as you say, descended into a large third world flea market with migrants blocking sidewalks, selling food and clothing items, trash overflowing on street corners.
To show you a neighborhood that is represented by Alexandria.
So there you go. There you go, folks. Don't know what's going on. The buses are still coming to Chicago. We're getting like one a day. They saying the measles is contained for now. Haven't heard much about that. Now that the election is over, we'll maybe be hearing some more news because we're coming into a news lull now. Before we had the election to fill some of the news, and now there's just no news to be had. So they're gonna probably be focusing more on the migrants as we move forward. I guess they're kicking people out of the shelters here on a daily basis. Not a lot, maybe like 3 to 10 a day. We're going to see what happens to those. Most of them tend to be the males, the males that don't have a family, and people are saying maybe they'll just end up working for organized crime and getting sucked into the organized crime lifestyle, and that'll be their living. So it's yet to be seen where all these people that they're jettisoning out of the shelters will go, if they will try to come back through the entry process and stay in the shelter again. I don't know. All I can say though is the counts have dropped. We've had 32,000 delivered here, and probably about 13 to 11,000 are still in the shelters. So they have placed about 20,000 of these people. So low-income housing was a rare thing prior to this, and now it's going to be even more scarce. So expect rents to start going up on the bottom scale of Chicago as we move forward. And I wonder what these landlords will do when some of these migrants have problems with their rent in the near future. Maybe we'll see them in the suburbs working for some of these landscaping companies. We talked about that too. April 1st is usually the official kickoff of the landscaping trucks around here, as they cut and trim people's lawns and hedges. Haven't seen any around my neighborhood. Probably about 50% of people that live here have their yard cut on a weekly basis, so I get a chance to see the landscaping trucks rumble by on a daily basis. Most of them in the past have been Hispanics that come from Mexico for 7, 8, 9 months, and then they return to Mexico for the winter and their families. There's a booming business in the Chicago area. A lot of the Mexican grocery stores have Western Union Western Union terminals, and I have a old acquaintance that had someone in his family that owned one of these stores, and he says that was their biggest business, was sending money to Mexico for the population that would frequent their grocery store. So it's big business. There's a lot of money that's flowing outward to Mexico from the United States, if you weren't aware. That's why every time Donald Trump said something to the president of Mexico, he would jump. He would jump because the United States economy is what keeps the Mexican economy running, folks, whether you realize it or not. That's a true statement. So I think we're going to end this one short for today. Hope you enjoy a look at AOC's district and the flea markets that are going on in the streets, the alcohol you can buy. It's bringing some of the normal stores to close early because of the crime and the prostitution. It's getting kind of nasty. Look for it to show up in Chicago pretty soon too, folks. Guarantee. Mark this video about June or July. Maybe when the DNC comes to town, you're gonna see it get bad. So DJ Wonder Chrissy, Migrant Mayhem, Land Cruiser Midwest, over and out, and see ya.